Hello, everyone. This is Dan Veru from Palisade Capital Management with a quick market update on Thursday, May 1st. As stock investors, occasionally there are times when the prudent and hardest thing to do is nothing at all. April will certainly go down in the history books as one of the most volatile months where markets responded almost daily to policy shifts out of the White House. Since the announcement of sweeping tariff reforms on April 2nd, stocks erased all the losses for the month as measured by the S&P 500. So where do we go from here? I'm going to make three key points that I think are worthwhile considering as we go forward in the coming quarter. First, as I said before, tariffs started with a hammer and they've now moved to the scalpel. The initial shock of wide sweeping and deep tariffs were really more than the market could process in terms of what the impact would be on company profits and on our economy. But the administration's strategy is shifting now, where it's moving much more targeted to protect and punish certain industries, with the real goal here of righting imbalances with China. Unfortunately, the rest of the world had to be brought in into this process in order for that to begin to happen. Second, as we go through earnings season, earnings have generally been pretty good. Clearly, some companies were impacted more by tariffs than others, but it's still early. Technology stocks and financials were notable outperformers as they really rebounded as a result of steady investment in areas like artificial intelligence and data centers. I would expect more of that capital investment theme to remain through the rest of the year. That has a positive effect also on financials and some industrials as well. Clearly, healthcare was a notable underperformer, and that's simply because of upcoming legislative changes that could impact reimbursements, but more on that as we have more clarity on the policy changes that might be coming. And then lastly, I think for stocks to perform well for the balance of the year, we have to have effective tax policy changes. Congress is in the process of writing extension to the previous TCJA tax reform from 2017, but it's planning on going much further, giving strong incentives for corporations to move manufacturing from locations outside the United States to the United States. I think this is incredibly important, and it's going to be a topic that we'll have to devote some time to in future videos. So really just to conclude, if there's one thing we learned from the kind of crazy volatility we had over April, it's important to have a plan and stick with it. We focus on companies that are very high quality, that can really navigate through very choppy waters, regardless of what gets thrown at them. And we think the resiliency of U.S. corporations was certainly evident in the performance for many of America's best and most admired corporations. Thank you very much for your time today, and we'll be speaking soon.